My crypto investing has always sucked. Let me explain my situation. See, this was my portfolio a few years ago after I first got into crypto. Ever since then, there's only been two things I've cared about. Number one, getting rich, and number two, not losing it all after I did all the hard work. You see, coming from nothing and growing your crypto bags can seem very daunting and somewhat scary. But throughout the years, after countlessly failing and almost giving up, I eventually figured it out. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I grew my portfolio fast, without all the headaches of being tied to a screen like a helpless day trader. Now, after the years of endlessly looking at coins to invest in, and in addition to all the sleepless nights of not knowing where to put my money, as having the fear of putting it in a bad coin really made me question everything I did. Clearly, how I was looking at coins was not working. So around 6 months ago, I completely changed my strategy. And in that small time frame, my portfolio has blown up, finally getting to that sweet 100 grand in profit. And what makes things even better, in this small 6 months time, my confidence has drastically grown in size. So in this video, I want to share with you those 3 things I made which got me to that magical 100 grand from starting from nothing. Tip number 1. Stop buying Bitcoin. You're probably very confused right now, but let me explain. For me, I've never understood people that say all you need to do is buy Bitcoin to get rich. Now, am I against Bitcoin itself? No, but you ain't going to get rich if you have a small amount of money and looking at Bitcoin. It's far, far, far too gone. Think about it. Let's say you chucked in a grand. If Bitcoin hits 100k, you'd only have 5k. Hardly going to be rich with that. More recently, I switched to altcoins, and that was the best decision of my life. This is much more of a superior movement, as you can grow your wealth here much, much faster, leading to a bigger and stronger account balance. Now, like investing in Bitcoin, you still want to make sure you're focused on not getting wrecked by investing in Bitcoin. When I first started buying altcoins, I was quite nervous, but trust me, moving to this strategy as your main power play and you will never look back. Tip number 2. The rollover method. You see, originally I thought you would just buy an altcoin and let it run as far as you can, but oh boy, how I was wrong. After realizing how much profit I was missing out on, I decided to research further on what you would do if a coin 5x or so on, and what I discovered will blow your mind. Let's say I bought an altcoin that did a 5x, there would be many other altcoins that would start to move after this. Realizing this, I soon discovered you could ride the alt for a 5x, bank the profit, ride another one, and repeat. You'd end up taking the original 5x, which by the way is still very good, to sometimes a 15 or 20x, just by waiting for other coins that haven't moved. This seems somewhat illegal, almost like creating money out of thin air. And purely just by doing this, you will start to see massive changes in your portfolio, even if you lack the confidence to buy the next coin. You don't need to time this perfectly. Even getting it 50% right will still net you bigger returns than banking on the initial 5x you had from the first coin. Tip number 3. This will change your life. Now, when it comes to crypto investing, not losing any money at all should always be your first priority. So with this tip, I don't think there's anything that can beat this. Here's what I'd recommend. If you buy a coin and it starts to plummet, truly ask yourself, is this something you believe in and can you stomach this for years? If it takes that long to get back in profit, would you better be selling and looking for something else? Remember Luna? I made this mistake on a coin called Celsius. I bought 30k worth just under $6 as I believed in the company for long term. What happened? Well, the coin's down 90% and the company has gone bankrupt. This was a huge lesson for me, and I'm actually glad I went through this, as it taught me to always keep my tap dancing shoes on and not be afraid to take that small loss, maneuver to other plays before getting truly wrecked. Now, there's still one gigantic issue that everyone faces, and it's this. You now know some of the most powerful tricks to grow your portfolios, but if you can't execute this information in a safe way, well, it's useless. So to make sure you're equipped to really take advantage of all the things I've just taught you, watch this video here to learn how to 100x your bags without that much effort.